Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, I was able to get out of work a couple of hours early today, so I am in fact heading up to the Team Placid Planet group ride tonight. This is the first one that I've been able to make. It's like the first official one. I think the guys have been out on one or two other ones, but the weather was kind of crappy, and I don't think they really had many people show up or did much of a ride, honestly. So I think this is like the first official, like, nice weather official group ride, team group ride of the season. So I'm super pumped about the ride. Temperature right now is it's 66 degrees out, calling for a high of 70 later on this afternoon. Going to be a perfect day. They're not calling for any rain at all, basically just partly cloudy skies. So it's going to be a perfect day to ride. Pretty much the best day of the year so far. I got the TCR in the back of the car here. I've got my cooler full of drinks. Got my my bike pump. I've got everything I need. Got some snacks. And what my plan is to do actually is I'm going to be doing the group ride later on. We usually start riding around 6 p.m. from the park in Wilmington. So if anybody is watching this vlog here from the northern New York area, wants to come along and tag along with our group ride during the summertime, it's Tuesday evenings from the Wilmington Park. We do a good group ride. We do about a 40-mile loop. I think it's just a hair over 40 miles, like 3,500 feet of climbing, somewhere in there. So it's a pretty good little course. We usually have a great turnout, and it's just fun to ride with the team. But anyways, my plan for this evening is it's only 2:45 p.m. I'm actually heading up early, and what I want to do is I actually want to go out and just ride. By the time I get up to Lake Placid and get down there and kind of get ready, if I can get like an hour and 45 minutes of kind of like a pre-ride, endurance, basically I want to ride for a couple of hours if I can, or hour and a half to 2 hours, and just kind of do an endurance ride, some endurance pace before the group ride. So it's such a beautiful day, and I want to ride my bike and ride as much as possible. So I'm going to go out a couple of hours early, and then meet up, basically ride right until 6 p.m. and then go back and catch in for the group ride. I got the GoPro on the TCR, so I'll be getting you guys some footage here of the group ride. And who knows, maybe, depending on how the ride goes, maybe I'll do like a little, group ride breakdown, just kind of give you guys some tips when you're riding in the bunch, some things that can help you out when you're group riding. But should be a great day in the bike. I got basically an hour to go till I get up to Lake Placid. It's an hour drive from my house, and then I'm gonna just basically snack on the way up, get there, get the bike tires pumped up, stuff like that, get the kit on, and I'll be out riding. Tell you what, guys, I absolutely love riding my bike down here in the Adirondacks. Such a beautiful place to ride. I'm just out getting some miles in before the group ride later on. I'm about 23 minutes into the ride. Been about 8 miles. I'm just gonna do an out and back loop. Hopefully time it right where when I get back, the guys will be there and just about ready to go. So just wanted to get some miles in for tonight's ride. Perfect day to ride. Tell you what, I've been waiting a long time for these kind of temperatures and this weather here in New York.
What we do here is go back. What we do here is go back.
Guys, well, that is the end of the group ride. It's 9:30. I'm actually on my way home. Got about an hour ride home. I stopped in at a store, grabbed a sub, turkey sub. Tell you what, I worked up an appetite in that ride. I went out initially, did about a 20-mile ride before the group ride with one pretty good hill effort up there. Actually had like a normalized power of like 195 in that first 20 miles, so I rode pretty hard. And then of course we did the group ride, and I tell you what, I almost forgot just how tough, you know, our group ride is. Just a unbelievable, you know, pace at times. Tell you what, my buddies, my riding partners, Jim and Bill, were just literally ripping my legs off there at times on some of the segments that we do really hard. Kind of how we do our group ride is, you know, we basically have like, over the course of the 40 miles, there's like 6 or 7, maybe, I don't know, there's like 6 or 7, or maybe, you know, a few more little kind of segments or hills, or like little portions of the course where it's like all in, like race simulation, like everybody's just like all in, giving it their, you know, their 100% effort, basically race simulation. So it's extremely hard efforts, and we kind of regroup, you know, after those segments. We regroup, and then we'll ride for a few miles we'll either do a pace line, you know, or we'll just kind of ride some endurance pace in between different segments. And then, well, like I said, we'll have these segments where we just like smash it, you know. I tell you what, you know, I almost forgot just how hard you have to dig in order to hang on to those guys. But this is the kind of riding that I simply cannot simulate at home in my own training. They're really, when it comes to these hard intervals and these hard race simulation efforts, there really is no substitute for having that fast wheel out in front of you. And that's why I always, you know, try to make as many group rides as I can, because like I said, there's no way for me to simulate those kind of efforts riding on my own. No matter how hard I think I'm riding, like I said, there's just no way to simulate, you know, that kind of riding. I ended up doing like 60 miles total for the day, like 3 hours, 15 minutes. And my normalized power for the whole ride was like 230, 229, something like that. So, which is a lot of work for me. That's like one of the highest normalized power outputs for that long of a ride I think I've ever had. So, really good training. I certainly am not going to be doing any more intervals the rest of the week. It's only Tuesday, but pretty much the rest of my week is just going to be, you know, casual endurance paced now. No more intervals or no more really hard efforts for me for the rest of the week. Tonight was a very tough ride, but a ride that I needed. So the first group ride of the year was a major success. I think we had like 7 or 8 of us. We had like 6 or 7 of us out there in the ride. Really good ride. You know, there's, like I said, there's no way to simulate the training you get in this ride. And at the end of the day, I just like riding with those guys. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again next time. So, all Alright guys, I'm going to end the vlog here, but thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video.